Okay, time to continue our journey. We finished Dxun, and we basically finished Tilos, Paragus. So, Narshada, Onderon, or Korriban. And I'm going to Onderon. Climate temperate, terrain, forest, docking, icy, spaceport. So, let's get going. Space traffic.
Well, this is Onderon. Looks like there's a long line to get into the ISIS starport.
Something feels wrong here. A great disturbance here in orbit, and again on the planets below.
I guess this blockade is a symptom of larger problems on Onderon. Looks like we're about to find out. I'm receiving a message from some Colonel Tobin. Patching it through.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival. I don't know your business on Onderon, but it ends here.
We've taken some hits. We can try to fight back, or I can outrun them and hide us on the jungle moon nearby. It's your call.
Run for it, to the moon.
You know, just once I wish someone was glad to see us. But no, if it isn't weapons pointed at our heads, it's someone trying to blast us out of the sky.
I remember the days when welcoming committee used to mean something, without being followed by blaster bolts.
How badly is the ship damaged?
It's taken a little damage, nothing too serious. I'm shutting down all unnecessary systems until we make repairs. It'll keep us from being a target.
Where did we land?
Looks like one of the moons of Onderon. Not sure which one. It's mostly jungle and mountain. I did pick up the remains of an old outpost near here. Maybe that's why there's all these clearings around. Maybe they were once settlements.
There were no settlements here. Those clearings were most likely once craters or crash sites.
Crash sites?
This is Dxun, where the Mandalorians began their crusade against the Republic. The remains of whatever outposts you detected here are military ones. We should be careful.
This is where the Mandalorian War started? This doesn't look like much of a battlefield.
Much is buried here, and there is much that should remain buried.
We need to get to Onderon.
Until the ship is repaired, we're not going anywhere. Unless you can find another route to Onderon, we should sit tight.
There may be a means to get to Onderon by another route. The Force has guided us here for a reason. We should explore our surroundings. There is something here.
Something? Oh, there's something here, all right. Predators. Not small flit darters, but big, mean, nasty predators.
Nevertheless, we should explore our surroundings. And that nearby outpost would be as good a place as any to begin.
Let's head for to the outpost then.
Well, if you go, be careful. No telling what other ships were forced down in the battle.
I have a feeling the ship will not be repaired until our business here is concluded. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I understand. What's so important about this place?
This is where the Mandalorian Wars began. She fought here once, and there are things here she must see.
She fought here? Why didn't she say anything?
Do you speak of all your battles? Or are there some you wish to forget? My life for yours.
I wanted to teach you some of the forms I've learned.
I am prepared both in mind and body for your teachings.
Force
I
affinity.
understand now. Such a form will increase my skills and my use to you.
I only taught you to make you stronger.
I do not understand, but the choice is mine whether you permit it or not. I will answer what I can. My life for you.
Some techniques.
I am prepared for whatever you wish to teach me.
Take mine.
I understand now. I shall practice what you have taught me. My life. I am prepared for whatever you wish to teach me.
Dominate mine.
I understand now. I shall practice what you have taught me. My life.
Yeah, I don't recall what we've asked her and what not. So I'll quickly burn through some of the options.
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
That's not what I asked. I asked you if you are alright.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed if that's the answer you seek.
In Midbay, we noticed you have scars. Who hurt you?
The scars are many and the causes equally so. It is of no importance. I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
Who sent you?
I serve my master. My master was aware of it. There is little...
Yeah, I heard all this. How did you find me?
I will...
Tell me about your home world.
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
I think we've gone through this.
I will answer.
I heard your species is blind. How are you able to see?
My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. And since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
When one endures, it gives hope to others and themselves.
Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident, both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this. I will answer what I can. First you must close your eyes. The surface of the ship, its sights, will only be a distraction. Now in your mind, reach out. Listen for my breathing. Do not focus on the sound, but the life behind it. Imagine its energy, its texture, in tandem with the breathing. And then in your mind, Step back from the image and see what remains. There. It is not as difficult as I thought. You learn quickly.
You have gained bonus force points and foresight. This allows you to perceive the alignment of others and see through some obstacles to the threat beyond. I initially skipped one of the dialogues because the option was, at least it looked like exactly what I picked earlier. But I guess because of the influence success with the sight question, this time she taught us how to use the same ability.
It will take effort to maintain such sight, but you now have that power, and with it you can use it to see life around you in a different way, as I used to see it. I will answer what I can.
Experience, light set points, influence gained, maximum force points. So, a good haul from her. Anything else? KOTOR doesn't say anything. I don't give a shit about him. He's the skill monkey of the group. Oh, God damn it.
General, need some...
Need you to talk to me. Just wondering what you've been doing since the war ended.
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
During my exile, I did the same thing.
Then you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean?
Yeah, only too well.
I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
Yeah, it's good to have you around again.
It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with?
Beader, because Beader is pretty much our only skill monkey. We have T3 eyes, sort of. I guess that might have been a reason why I played quite a lot of. I played with the Sentinel quite a lot, and the reason is exactly that I don't have to take Beader or T3 into the group. I can handle all the skill requirements. I can just use the others as I see fit.
Yes? Is something wrong?
Hey, what are you doing?
At times, I meditate, simply close my eyes and listen. It is quite calming. I try to treasure these moments before the next crisis begins.
Can you teach me to meditate?
Of course. It would be my pleasure.
You have recovered force points and a one-time bonus to your force point through meditation. You can meditate with the disciple at any time if no enemies are nearby.
I try to treasure these moments before the next crisis begins. That is hardly surprising. What do you wish to know?
Yeah, you look familiar to me.
I imagine in your travels of the galaxy you've seen many people. Faces tend to blur together after a time.
Influence failure. That's good to know.
That is hardly surprising. What do you wish to know?
What do you do again?
I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic. Although I have some training in the medical arts, if you are ever in need of healing as well. But my chief passion is history. I came to Dxun in the hopes of finding some trace of the Jedi, but you know how my explorations turned out. Instead, it seems a Jedi came to me, and just in time.
Yeah, I skipped the first dialogue because it was a repeat of what he had said to me earlier. You said you had medical training.
Yes, I have been trained by some of the best researchers in the Republic, which is a humbling experience, let me tell you. But if you ever need some medical items broken down or constructed, let me know.
So, he functions as a mobile lab table.
That is hardly surprising. What do you wish to know?
Do you know what happened to the Jedi?
No. It is something of a mystery why they would exile themselves as they have. It is not the way of the Jedi to vanish in such a way, especially when the Republic is in need of them. I fear that there is something else at work. Something that we cannot see. Then again, perhaps the Jedi are hiding.
Oh, there, he's repeating the same thing.
That is hard.
What do you know about force bonding?
A force bond? What do you mean?
Why can I have a connection with another that could be lethal to us both?
I'm not sure I understand.
I have a bond with another that transmits pain across distance. If she suffers, I suffer. If she dies, there's a chance I'll die too. You were thinking of something, tell me.
No. I thought I had heard mention of such connections in some of the holocrons, but I do not possess them. They are part of the holocrons that were taken from the Enclave.
What do you remember about the bonds?
I know some of what you speak. It is said that when a Jedi and Padawan establish a close connection, that they can feel each other across distances and coordinate their movements in battle. The intensity of the connection varies. That bonding is said to also be something that manifests itself in such techniques as Bastila's battle meditation, the ability to touch the minds of others, to demoralize or inspire them. It is also said that moments of death or near death may also cause such bonds. The stronger one is in the Force, the stronger the connection.
You said feel each other across distances. What about each other's thoughts?
Thoughts. Images, perhaps, but not actual communication and words. A bond often causes a sensation to be passed along it, such as extreme fear and pain. Still, I have seen Jedi who have the ability to communicate with aliens and beasts. It is a rare thing. Perhaps telepathy is one such talent.
Is such a bond ever lethal?
I've never heard of a bond being lethal. I suppose such a thing is possible. I had not truly believed Bastila's battle meditation until I had seen it in action.
Where would the holocrons be that contain this information?
I do not know. I do not know who has taken them. If we were to find them, perhaps I could help you find the answers you need. That is hardly surprising. What...
Tell me about the Republic.
I do not know if you are aware of how fragile the Republic... Still, there is hope. And I must remind myself of it, even when times grow dark. As long as we hold Onderon and Telos, then perhaps we have a chance.
What would need to be done to save the Republic?
There are many factors. Aside from protecting Telos and Onderon, we need a rallying force. We need the Jedi, even if they are just figureheads. That is why I traveled to Dantooine, to find some trace of them.
Why is the Jedi Order important?
The Jedi are a symbol. As much damage as their reputation took during the Sith War and the Jedi Civil War, there are still many who they serve as an example. Plus, there have been times in the past where a single Jedi has been enough to change the face of a world, or a galaxy. I suppose I still believe that might be possible. Despite the betrayal of many of the Jedi against the Republic, I must concede that as figureheads, they do serve a vital role.
How did this happen?
The Jedi Civil War brought much suffering to the galaxy, and the forces that Malak and Revan amassed, many worlds were destroyed. While it is...
Yeah. Okay, I don't think who this has been before, so... While it is said that Revan and several Republic heroes and Jedi defeated Malak, in many ways Malak had already won.
The war was costly, and it shattered the Republic. In time, the Republic might recover, but if a threat strikes now, if certain key worlds are not held, then the Republic will collapse.
Okay, it's old news. Then we do what we must to defend the Republic. Seems like Disciple is a very strong defender of the Republic, so I guess we'll be patriotic in his presence.
That is my thought. The Republic is not without its flaws, but it is preferable to anarchy. Without supply lines and a standing military, the chaos that would result would be greater than the Mandalorian Wars. Forgive me, but there is something I must ask. In my study of the Jedi histories and the more contemporary records, I have heard tales of a Jedi who was exiled. You are that Jedi, but the records are somewhat evasive on why this was done. I wanted to discuss why you chose to leave the Jedi Order and accept exile.
Do you want to discuss it?
Perspective. Nothing more.
I left to protect the innocents on the Outer Rim.
I see. And because you went to war, they cast you out?
That was my belief, but recent discoveries seem to indicate there may have been other causes.
Do you have a record of this trial?
T3M4 has a copy of it.
Perhaps I shall examine it when I get the chance. With your permission.
I trust you, go ahead.
I appreciate your trust. Thank you.
Yeah, influence gains, maximum force points increase. Okay. We're getting a good haul out of these discussions. Okay, I'm getting more and more on the light side. That's not really a problem. We lost influence with Kreia though, so I would like to at least cover a little bit of it.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
I'm not quite sure how to answer that. Many as I need, and only as many as will sacrifice themselves to me.
Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
What makes you think they obey me?
Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
Does the fact they obey me upset you?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
I've noticed their behavior changing. Atten especially.
The fool dances in your shadow for your favor. The disciple, he worships you quietly. The alien obeys you. Even within the machines there are echoes. Watch them carefully. See their patterns and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
What about you?
I am but a mirror whose only purpose is to show you what your own eyes cannot yet see.
We'll think about how my allies may be used then.
Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean?
Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him, how he made them his?
He was a powerful presence. There was little one did not believe when he spoke it with conviction.
Ah, but to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts. Strong influence, indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few.
I thought teaching of the Sith came from Korriban.
Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly?
Do you have any ideas?
Not a one. But we shall see where our journey takes us, I think, and see how many answers we come across, yes.
Questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Can you tell me about Mira Enda Crystal?
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires its character and strength. And through it, your power is enhanced. Most interesting. Your crystal does not perfectly reflect your current self. Remove it from your lightsaber, then ask me about it again. Is there something else you wished?
Oh, that's a pain in the ass. That you have to remove the crystal before you can upgrade it. Did you know Atris at all?
Atris herself is not as familiar to me as perhaps she should be. Yet I feel I know her, yes.
What do you mean?
Because Atris's path is one I walked long ago, and it is a chapter of my life that has been read and closed. She has taken the first steps, I think. We shall see. Surely you felt the righteous anger, the spoken judgments, the lack of forgiveness.
You walked her path.
I was a historian once, gathering the relics of the Jedi, learning the ancient mysteries. Always there were more questions. One quickly learns that the Jedi Code does not give all the answers. If you are to truly understand, then you will need the contrast, not adherence to a single idea. That is why Atris and the others blamed me, sentenced me. They believed me responsible for Revan's fall.
You trained Revan.
You have already asked much. I do not wish to speak of this any longer. Ask, and I will answer.
Did you know, Revan?
I misspoke before, and I do not wish to choose my words unwisely again. Leave this be. Ask.
Ah, okay. I had a question about how Revan amassed such a huge force against the Republic.
Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him, how he made them his?
Yeah, because he was the leader. War makes bonds, cannot be denied.
Ah, but to make officers turn on. And where did...
Yeah, we've done this before, so
Oh,
I'll
many
take the
they are,
same
and
options that I did before.
not a... Ask.
If the Council cast you out, how come Aegis and none of the other Jedi Masters mentioned you?
Ignorance. And perhaps they do not remember or care. It is of no consequence to me or to them.
Yeah, you're lying.
Am I? Then perhaps you should know. There are techniques in the Force where one can cloud the memory of others, make their presence so small as to be unnoticed. And on the worlds where we have encountered these Jedi, there is much life and death where sensing such things is difficult. As I said, it is of no consequence to me or to them.
Do you use that technique on me?
No, but if I did, you would never know. So my words only carry as much worth as you believe them to. But perhaps you will understand this. That perhaps it is important to me that you see me and my actions uncloaked. It is important that your judgments, whether be good or bad, stem from seeing me as I truly am.
I accept that.
I did not ask you to trust me, only that you listen to what I have to tell you. But thank you. Ask, and I will answer.
I'll leave things here for now. Do you want to upgrade the lightsaber crystal? And this is why I think this is a crappy mechanic, because yeah. Why couldn't it just automatically do this? Why do I need to go through this every time I want it? And I think it might even be every level or every other level, so you have to do this quite a bit if you want to keep it up to date.
Yes? That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires... Let me focus on the crystal for a moment. There. Now it is fully in tune with you again. Is there something else you wished?
I also dislike the fact that I have to go to Kreia to attune the crystal to myself. It would make more sense to just take it off, use it myself, and then put it on. More to have it upgrade automatically. Dexterity, strength, wisdom. Okay, I lost sound there for a moment and I don't know why. But we're ready to continue now. Yeah, Dxun is not available. Disciple, soldier, and interested in taking Visas with me. We don't have any skill users here, but we need one. Level ups. Stealth. Where is strategy? Horsepower, kill. Oh. I'm not sure about the medium armor. Ooh, force wave. Take it. We have pretty crappy equipment.
Something you need of me?
Fantastic weather. I don't know. Theater might be a better option. He's also a veteran of the war, but I don't really care about him, so...
A weakness.
More beasts. Malras. There are droids here.
I've got some news. The space battle is still going on. The Hawk's sensors just picked up a contact heading to the moon. Most of the ship's systems are powered down, so it's about all I got. That ship may have landed nearby, though. Or it may be on the other side of the moon. So you might want to prepare for another friendly Onderon welcome.
Great.
This battle is joined!
I shall make this one see.
More.
Defend yourself!
I want to clear out the map. Yeah, extra experience, but that's not gonna hurt us. Canucks.
You have left me an opening!
Yeah, this isn't this is not an important level up. And we're not gonna get anything special from this. I think we'll take Force Breach. We can disable some of the force protections others are using, and since we are using heavily the force powers, it's critical to our overall build to ensure it's effective in all situations. Skeletal corpse. Datapad. Revan says we must take Dxun. A wing of military droid carriers are to fly in low and drop our payload onto the jungle moon. Once the droids hit dirt side, they'll seek out the Mandalorian base and pave the way for our ground troops and the Jedi. We're expecting heavy resistance, and if the droids can't take out the anti-air turrets, this is going to be one short mission. But we cannot fail. If we do, the Republic is lost. This computer port is corroded, but the internal systems seem to be in good shape. With some parts you may be able to fix it. The computer is now functioning. Droid carrier. Access system commands. Repair computer core. Okay, we can access 3 droids. Overload probably after, I don't think so. I don't think so. Ooh. Crash ship. Yep. Don't want to destroy the droids. I also don't want to fix them. I'm not that great at repairs, and the enemy is not something that requires this.
This one is mine!
I shall make this...
Everyone, on their guard! This one is mine! You have left me an opening! Together then!
A weakness is revealed. To battle.
Defend!
This one will fall.
The enemy is fairly weak here. Detonator gloves.
ended. That Colonel Tobin stirred up a Minox nest when he took a shot at us. I'm still working on the repairs, and I have to take down some systems, including sensors. So you have to do without me for a while. I know, you're crushed.
This battle is joint.
I think that's a group of bounty hunters. Who are you? Zook family. Why are you hunting me? It doesn't really matter. Dxun, I've never heard of you. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to surrender to you. Mandalorian assault rifle. At least we get some decent loot out of these. Okay, that's area transition. Nothing special. Young Boma. Skills implant. We have a short lightsaber though now. Viper blade. Yeah, Constitution 14. Republic soldier. Hidden Mandalorian anti-air turrets forced us to crash outside the landing zone. We lost half our troops to beasts streaming out of the jungle, and the rest of us are getting hammered by the Mandalorian emplacements. We're pinned down, cut off from command, and the thumping of the big guns hasn't died down for hours. Where are those damn Jedi? So where does this lead? Dxun jungle, and this is jungle landing.
You let the ship escape? I will deal with your failure later, Captain. But for now, find that ship. Our ally has indicated that the Jedi hasn't left the system yet. Send a detachment to Dxun. If you find anything, alert me immediately. Now get out of my sight.
More cannons. Ah. Crystal alarm. That's a rare find. Environment underlay Mark IV. Yeah, these things have an interesting diet. Ah, crap. Ah. I know he can't fight, but he seemed to indicate that if he's with us with enough fight against these, he can find out where they're coming from. That's why I'm taking him.
Diagnostic? For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned.
No entry. You have made 2 teams of HK-50s. One more and HK-47 will be able to give you the location of their factory.
Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
Droid deflection. Away with you.
You have left me an opening! This one is mine!
You see the body of a Mandalorian soldier. Crap, I passed that. Because sometimes they move on their own and detect, and sometimes not, so... He was killed in the last 3 or 4 days. So there are Mandalorians here. His door is impenetrable to anything short of high-grade explosives. That means we can't just use a mine to get through it.
I shall let this one see.
Ah.
Hold it right there. We've got
got you surrounded. I'm surprised you got this far. The jungle doesn't usually let its prey go that easily. What are you doing here?
What is it with Mandalorians and this damned moon?
We claimed this moon decades ago, when we reforged ourselves after XR Kuth's defeat. Some of us call it home. Why are you trespassing here?
Okay, our ship crashed and we were forced to land here.
We expected as much. Few visit Dxun by choice. We have orders to escort you to our camp. Our leader wants to speak to you.
Lead on.
So you're the intruder. Our sensors picked up your handiwork in space. I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians.
I thought the Mandalorians were disbanded.
Scattered perhaps, but we're still alive. Alive and rebuilding.
The only Mandalorians I've seen are thugs.
Many Mandalorians have fallen from the path of honor and are now no more than common mercenaries. But that is changing.
What is this place?
This used to be the heart of the Mandalorian war effort. From this complex we commanded an armada that had the Republic on the run. It didn't last.
Why use Dxun?
Mandalorians have a rapport with this jungle. Every moment here is a struggle. All creatures gripped in a constant war for survival. The sole purpose of the weak is to feed the strong. We train here and learn the lessons of the jungle. The beasts also help us keep our edge.
Your camp looks like it's seen better days.
Covert camps are not meant to attract attention. Because we conquered them, the people of Onderon still hold a grudge against the Mandalorians. So we keep our presence here a secret.
Okay, I'm trying to get to Onderon. Do you know how I can get there?
So it's transportation you want? It so happens I have a small shuttle that's more than capable of running the Onderon military blockade. I make occasional trips to ISIS for information and supplies. If you want to go with me, you're going to have to prove your worth.
Do you go to ISIS?
It's Mandalorian business, not yours.
Force persuasion is not gonna work on him. Can't you tell me more than that? He might be persuaded.
I could, but I don't know you. Once I get to know you, I might tell you more. But not now.
So how can I prove myself? There's no point asking why. The reason why is because he says so. So how can I prove myself?
Figure it out yourself. Ask around. See if you can make yourself useful. Or something that'll show what you're made of.
See what I can do.
I'll let Kex know that you check out. We found more gear than we can use, so you can trade with him if you need some more supplies. Be careful in the jungle. Our patrols have stopped until the space traffic dies down. The challenging beasts have been cleared from the area, but what's left might still be too much for you.
Familiar voice there.
What do you want?
Nothing. Yeah, apparently I can't go there. So, we want to make ourselves useful. That would mean... yeah, visas is not... it's not the one we need now. We need probably the astromech droid. Skill monkeys, that's what we need. That's what you always need. Ariadu stealth unit, probably some kind of boosting stealth unit. Yeah, dexterity +2. No, we haven't been here. Apparently not. Telemetry computer. I don't want to go messing with the computers and things like that. Not with these. So we need to go south, get the hell out of here. And then come back with the droid, get quests, do the things we need to do. And then go out and do them. Okay, Mr. Skill Monkey. Time to do your stuff. Anything that boosts skills. Heavy repeating carbine. Kicks.
What do you want?
Who are you?
I'm Kex, the new quartermaster. If a Mandalorian needs something, they come to me. Mandalore's ordered me to let you have access to our supplies, including some military-grade surplus. It's not free, though. You can pay with credits or trade in some of your gear. Doesn't matter to me.
Let's see what you have. Again, above our pay grade, so... great items we can see, but there's no way we can use these. They're wasted in that way. Mandalorian assault rifle, fully upgradable. Very good. I think we have one of these. Yes, we do. Item cost 10,000 about. Yeah, that's great. Force mass. Too expensive. Electrical capacitance shield. This is something we probably are going to buy. 75% immunity to electrical. That's a lot of if we face hostile Jedis, dark Jedis, that could be very useful. I'll buy it now. I'll just forget to buy it otherwise. And that's about it. Bothan precision gloves.
You again?
Can you tell me about the area?
It's bad enough I have to stand here and pass out supplies while the others go on patrol. I'm not going to disgrace myself further by being your guide. The only advice I'll give you is, when you're in the jungle, shoot anything that moves. Then shoot the things that don't move, just to be sure.
You have some sort of problem with me. No, how did you end up as a quartermaster?
The greatest honor for a Mandalorian is to distinguish themselves in battle. But as age comes upon us, some are forced to find honor in other pursuits. They assist as freighter pilots, technicians, or quartermasters. There's honor there, but it's nothing compared to the heat of battle. For someone young like me, this task is distasteful. There are many battles left in me, yet I'm relegated to this.
How did you wind up with the job?
My predecessor was loading equipment from Cache D5. Mandalorian engineers must have worked a double shift on that one. The old quartermaster was carrying out a load of blast converters, walked straight into a beam splitter. Pieces of them wound up all over. So I got the job, and here I am.
You have some sort of problem with me.
Yeah, I do. I don't know why Mandalore would let some outsider roam around our camp without an escort. If it were up to me, you would have been shot on sight. Mandalore must think you're something special.
I am, and you better not forget it.
I won't, as long as the Mandalore's orders stand. If he wants you dead, though, then I'm gonna be the first one gunning for you.
Alright, Captain.
We've called off our patrols outside the camp. We usually find some entertainment in clearing out the worst of the beasts. But without our patrols, some of the larger beasts may be around. None of us will be around to bail you out of trouble. You've been warned.
Why did you call off your patrols?
Our sensors picked up 3 ships landing in this area after the space battle. If any of the Onderon military come searching for those ships, we don't want them finding our base.
3 ships. There was my ship and the Duror ship. Who was the third?
I don't know. It was some sort of freighter. It didn't land at any of the clearings along the path. Knowing some of the larger Dxun beasts, the crew's probably already dead.
Is there anyone else on the moon?
Who knows? Our relay dish is down, and until Zuka repairs it, we're blind. The Onderon military has cordoned off the planet, so there shouldn't be anybody else down here. Still, our sensors occasionally pick up signals on the surface. It's like someone is searching the planet, and doing so under the noses of the military. Whoever they are, they've stayed clear of us.
Why would they search the planet?
I don't know. Dxun's all jungle except for this camp.
What did you mean by the larger beasts?
We heard reports of a Zakheg wandering the paths around here. They're a good challenge for Mandalorians. If you see one, stay out of its way. Without us to back you up, you'll be dead in seconds.
What's a Zakheg?
It's a huge red lizard that's built like a Baragwin battle tank. It has a hide so thick it might as well be Durasteel plating. We keep clearing them out of the area, but they keep coming back. They're tough opponents for non-Mandalorians.
I can defeat it.
You fight a Zakek? If you survived such a battle, you'd gain much honor.
We'll see. I'll be back after I've defeated one.
Strong words. It would be amusing to see you try to kill such a beast. Try the outlying jungle paths if you're determined to seek one out. And bring me back a trophy from your kill as proof of the deed.
Alright, stand back. Let's see if that... Sith's blood! Fixing anything in this rot-infested place is an uphill battle.
What's the problem?
This jungle attacks anything made by man. Restoring the generators and computer systems is no easy task.
I'm pretty good with a hydro spanner. Can I help?
I'll take whatever help I can get. Whatever wires and tech haven't been corroded by the jungle are at least 10 years old.
Yes, Tiggy 3. We'll see if we can help him fix things.
What did the droid say?
Just asking if he could help.
I'm trying to get the relay dish operational, but several components are broken and need repair. Without the relay, we're vulnerable to attack, especially right now. Your space battle may have attracted unwanted attention, and our shuttle sensors can't cover the whole moon.
Then let's get to work fixing it.
Seems just about everything involved with the relay dish is broken. I've been trying to fix it for weeks, and still no success. If you think you can help, there's the broken cables right over there, and the relay maintenance structures behind me. You can find the telemetry computer in there. The only thing I know for sure is we need a new phase pulse converter for the tracking computer.
Where the hell can I find one? If you don't have one on hand, then that could be hard to get.
We actually already found one in an old weapons cache, but flaming Canox ate it.
Canox ate it.
That's a problem with Canox. They'll leave you alone if you keep your distance. But if you turn your back on the pests, they'll eat anything they can get in their mouth.
Why don't you hunt them down?
They're vermin, and no challenge for a Mandalorian. Since they provide no sport, we ignore them.
How do you propose I find it?
Just gut every Canock you come across. You wouldn't believe the things you can find in those little beasts.
I do like the fact the game acknowledges that you find ridiculous things inside them. Yeah, it's barely worth it.
Alright then, come back when you have the converter and we can see about getting these systems working again.
The power wires here are damaged. It would take a lot of skill and parts to repair them. It's 0 parts. Okay, fix the broken power wires. You have fixed the broken wires.
Jungle is taking over everything. This place is a mess.
Okay, we have a few quests now at least.
So, you're the Jedi the camp's been talking about. Are you planning on exploring the jungles to the south?
I might. Who are you?
I'm Zarga. I instruct our raw Mandalorian recruits in the ways of discipline and battle. I sent one of my warriors, Kumas, into the jungle. It's been 3 days, and I want you to bring back his corpse and his survival pack.
Are you sure he's dead?
If Kumas wasn't dead, he'd be back already. If you find his body, just bring it back.
Why do you want the body?
Good point. I don't want his body, just his equipment. Field strip the corpse and bring the gear back.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for the body. Yeah, good point. Don't bring it back.
The Mandalorians will rise again.
We'll have to do everything we can to get in to be more useful here, gain prestige in their eyes. I'm not quite sure how much things we have to do. Yeah, we can't fix this. The telemetry computer has been painstakingly reassembled. Its core programming, however, appears corrupted. They reprogrammed the core. Core has been reprogrammed and fixed. For us. We still need the phase converter. And I guess this is the vehicle we'll go to the Onderon. Jedi Master Robe. Just looking for random crap. We need something to turn into component materials. Corellian power suit. Ooh, that's potentially a very good armor. It's not. It's a good armor, but Disciple relies on his dexterity too, so it's not better. It would be a little bit better on the strength, otherwise it's a worse armor class.
This is our battle circle. You should leave us. This place is for Mandalorians alone. Even if the sergeant lets you fight with us, you will never truly be one of us.
So the Jedi Order isn't completely dead. You always had hidden strengths. Very hard for even the wisest Mandalore to judge and predict. I have studied much of the Jedi since our defeat. I would be honored to cross blades with you in the battle circle.
How does the battle circle work?
You talk with the sergeant. Today is his day to preside over the circle. Each fight is different because the Mandalorian with greater honor dictates the terms of the engagement. But there will be no terms if we fight. Everyone else will deny you your lightsaber and the use of your force. But I want to fight you with all your skill. Victory isn't important in the battle circle. What is important is discovering more about yourself and your opponent.
Can I choose who I fight?
No, it is up to the sergeant. The battle circle was not designed to settle petty vendettas and rivalries. Its primary purpose has always been teaching. Learning from books or holovids is useless when battle rages and soldiers are dying around you. Real knowledge can only be gained through combat. Perhaps we can learn from one another in time.
So you are the visiting Jedi. You aren't much to look at. Are you here to observe, or do you seek to prove yourself in the battle circle?
Who are you?
I am Davro, a Mandalorian warrior. I have yet to taste real battle, so I test my worth in the battle circle instead.
Might as well give it a try. It's going to be somewhat troublesome for me.
So, the Jedi comes to grace us. The battle circle is reserved only for real warriors. Your Jedi ways won't help you here.
Who are you?
For today, I have the honor of commanding the battle circle. I decide who fights who and make sure all the rules are followed.
This is where Mandalorians train.
The battle circle is only a small part of our training regiment. A full Mandalorian warrior is a master of many fighting techniques, and here, all of them are tested. If you were to compete, you would have to do so on our terms, for that is the way of the battle circle. Those with great honor decide the terms of engagement. Jedi rely too much on their vaunted powers. They lose touch of the power of their arms and feet. Without your force, would you be a match for even the lowliest of Mandalorian warriors? If you want to try and fight us on our terms, that can be arranged.
Yeah, I want to fight a battle.
You are new here, so you will fight Davro. He is young, and has not been able to prove himself in battle. Davro, what are your terms?
No weapons, no Jedi tricks, and no items. Just fist and foot. A true test of strength.
Put your weapon away, Jedi. Don't step out of the circle and pull any death blow. No one dies in the battle circle. Step into the battle circle. Now you will experience a true fight.
In a way, I think they're wrong. Because what they are exactly, this is the exact opposite of true fight. They're handicapping the fight in their own advantage. As a training method, I can see this being great, but you're not training against the Jedi, are you? You're taking away all the advantages that a true fight with a Jedi would have. It's not a test for you, it's more of a test for me. I'm about to electrocute him. That's not permissible. Gabriel is probably something I can deal with. The next one will be a problem because again, as long as I can't use my force powers, I'm in trouble. Final fight probably won't be because then I can use my force powers again. So this should be easy. Next one, I'm not sure how many fights are there.
The match between Jedi and Davril is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. Davril is just a recruit. I'm not surprised you won this fight. A challenger has expressed interest in fighting you. As little honor as you have gained, it is sufficient to accept his request. Let me know if you would fight again.
We'll try to do this.
Here to watch a fight or to participate?
I want to fight in the battle circle.
After defeating Davril, you have gained some small honor. There is a challenger for you. He is Kex, the quartermaster. Since he is the challenger, you get to choose the terms.
What would be appropriate?
The battle circle is for training. It is best to choose something that will test both of your limits. In this case, swords would be a good choice. It is something neither one of you are completely familiar with, but the choice is ultimately yours to make.
Let's fight with swords as you suggested.
An honorable choice. I will send a runner to Kex. Your fight will begin shortly.
The point is to gain their prestige among them. So I'm not sure I can win this. I think I can, but it's not gonna be an easy one. It could go either way if we get unlucky. Yeah. Very close.
The match between Kex and Jedi is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. If you want to fight again, let me know. Here to watch a fight or to participate?
I want to fight.
You choose to fight again. Now face a real Mandalorian warrior. Tagrin, what are your terms? Just fist and foot like you fight with Devil. Nothing else. Tagrin chooses to fight hand to hand. Remember, no weapons allowed, and absolutely no use of your force.
What about items? Crap. This is probably the toughest fight we'll face. It'll require several attempts. I'm not sure if we can retry these. Yeah, he has the advantage and I'm not hitting anything, so it's already Titus' turn against us 3 turns where we have not even hit once, 4 turns. 5, so yeah, there's no chance we can do 6. 7, 8 turns with no hits. 9 turns with no hits.
The match between Tagrin is the clear and honorable victor. Against any full Mandalorian, it appears you cannot win. Come back if you want a rematch.
Yep. I basically hit him once. And it's really a problem with just hitting him. I'm not sure what else I can do to make things easier. Maybe I should change the... There are no great options here. Commanding gauntlets would cause a lot more damage. I have plus 16 to hit. It's not like... I think I was just unlucky, very unlucky. He's probably a tough opponent, but still, that should have gone better.
Here to watch him. You choose to fight. Just fist Tagrin choose.
Yeah, there's not much we can do here. It's basically spam the attack, hope that things go our way. And miss, and he hits with everything. Yeah. How the hell am I supposed to... What the fudge? How am I supposed to hit you? Now I hit with both, right? This is gonna take some attempts. To be honest, I'm just going to quick load if I fail. Because it saves time doing
the match between
doing the healing.
Here to watch. You just tag.
Well, we could try something else. We do need... Well, power attack might be an option. It doesn't I think it doesn't decrease our attack, it just decreases our defense. Mooring gauntlets might be a bad option because attack modifier is... We're already having a hard time to hit. Let's try this. Yeah. This looks even worse. Again.
Here to what? You just tag.
We could do this by leveling up a bit or changing to better equipment. But now we can't really do much. I'm not hitting at all. Not at all. We need something, probably... It's a D20 system, so we need values very close to 20 to do any kind of hits. So that's why this isn't going to work, not in a million years. Not with this equipment. I'm not sure if it's strength or agility that gives us the... dexterity, which gives us a bonus to hit. I might be able to... I need something that changes strength. I have nothing, so we'll have to abandon this for now. I don't want to keep repeating it. But yeah, that's going to be the most difficult challenge for us. Actually fighting the fight after that, that's really easy. Force powers alone means that, yeah, it's not a challenge anymore. It also means I can actually do something during the fight. Now I can... It's not based on any of my player ability, it's based on chance with the dice and how I've built the character. That's sort of the disappointing factor where it's nothing I can do to influence for the fight to go my way. It just is. I'll spend a minute looking what the random number generator comes up with. It's not exactly a satisfying way to fight. Hey, you built this wonderful character for yourself. By the way, you can't use any of your abilities.
You finally arrived, Jedi. I seek to reclaim the honor that you stole from me. I challenge you here, outside of the battle circle. This time, we fight to the death.
Many Mandalorians have fallen to Jedi, there's no dishonor in that.
You would deny my request? I want to fight here, in front of other Mandalorians, to prove my worth. Do not shame me further.
Lost to me already, why fight again?
I was too young to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. With our clans scattered, there was no opportunity to prove myself. Years ago, young Mandalorians would fly point in a basilisk, laying waste to anything before them, at the forefront of battle. But this has been denied me. What little honor I have earned, you stripped from me in the battle circle. This I won't allow.
We shall fight.
Now you face a true Mandalorian on the field of battle.
If you head out into the jungle, stay alert. Our patrols keep the area clear of the more dangerous beasts, but a lot of the smaller ones still infest the paths.
What beasts are there?
Mostly Canucks and Malras. Deeper in the jungle there's Boma beasts, and they're a little more sport.
Aren't there Zakegs too?
How do you know of the Zakeg? We've seen signs along the paths. They are naturally armored and have foul dispositions. Mandalorian expeditions cleared them out of the area, but Dxun beasts never take kindly to losing territory. As soon as ship activity dies out around here, we may hunt them again.
Be careful. Yeah, and I think I'll end here. We need to finish exploring this jungle and gaining more prestige with the Mandalorians. I have to check the equipment we have too. Maybe I can boost my strength or dexterity, whatever it is that raises our chance to hit enough to make it a fight there. But he'd have to have an armor class close to 30 something for me to constantly miss like that, and that's quite a challenge. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I can use boosting items during the fight. I don't think I can. Maybe if I use them before the fight, they still be affecting during the fight. But I can't see the programmers being so naive as not to spot that kind of a loophole. So yeah. A few level ups would also make a difference because we'll get next unarmed specialist level. You gain them all automatically on certain levels, so 2nd, 6th, 10th, 14th. Yeah, we're on level 17. So we might gain a next one on the 18th. That would be at least a good damage upgrade. But still, the to hit is the problem. So either boost strength or dexterity a little bit, that should also do the trick. Yep. That's something for another time.